easy, hope, double digits and profit. I piss you off, plus I'm hell of a fucking party. Just coming through with the full context mix. They'll make you fucking sick on it. Yo, check it. Yo. Don't give me 10 seconds to battle you back, bitch. I'll leave you in a casket, just using my lips, cause I'm a verbal murderer. You heard of me before, derelict. The one the sickest rappers keeping it in store. I'ma keep it on lock, my lip locks like a clock. I pop shots out my tongue and I'ma leave your ass shot. I laceration from the throat from the mic cord. You wanna come at me and claiming that you're hardcore. I battle rap and victimize you fucking whack MCs. So don't come at me cause I'm like a venereal disease. Leave you sicking like the clap from Eddie gonorrhea. You don't wanna fuck with this shit because I'll see you to your deathbed. Off the shit that I said, off the shit that I spit off my head. Leaving you a dread, locked like the hairstyle. While I stay so wild with my profile. I mean I lock it up down with my cerebral. For all you and your people been acting like you're so evil, but you ain't bad at all. You need a slap across the jaw, whack and roll, cause claiming shit that you ain't never done before. You're claiming that you're grimy and gritty and hardcore and roll, but I think that you learn hardcore with care bears, and I don't care, man, cause I don't really play fair. I'm here to battle you, start a cycle and spark it, or else I'm gonna have to jack you up and rob your pockets, rob your wallets. Don't know what you want to call it, being a victimized again. When this team is how we stole it. We stole it on the streets and invading the homes and kicking out fucking doors and putting guns to domes. I'm a hypocritical cat who used to stuff packs. Now I slang crack. No, I don't slang crack because I'm hypocritical because I said it was so bad. Now I'm sitting here and I'm acting oh so mad, but I'm oh so bad. At the same time, my brothers be making money, but it gets off the packs and that ain't damn funny. Seen the rig up in the fucking yard. Seen your people run up like, oh my god, like what we gonna do? Our kids be getting stabbed up. Age of 12, like yo, let's get this cash up and get this cash up and take them out. Cause we need to band together and get the fakes out. The negativity's the life for helping me focus on everything else, not the positive. So let's go on and just flow. I'ma keep it on the mic, just flow. And I'ma keep it on the mic and just flow. And I'ma keep
that's
it
like
on
an
the
illusion
mic.
thing there.
All
There's a
your
big
fake
fucking
ass
blank
words
spot
like,
right there.
let's go. I'ma keep it on the mic. And I'ma keep it on the mic and just go. And I'ma keep it on the mic. I'ma keep it on the mic.
No, that one's good, but Schizo Kids, you know who it is, you know what we do.
Philly G and Dreamcast, we be them Schizo Kids, we be them Schizo Kids. Hey yo. I hold a murderous mind, it's talking twisted and blind, I'm meant to define, as the grim reaper of rhymes, it's all not a master, spit natural disasters, lust for bone fractures and blood plasma flash. I'm the one you don't get to play with, cause I'll finish you, sick in the cerebral, insanely relinquisher, flurry of pain and verbs of rebuttal context, to flex razor sharp syllables and slice necks, and step to a beat, and step with the rhythm, I beat that ass like the beat when the bass starts hitting, my personality's hitting, so which one is it? Got 7 homies in the brain, including derelict. Stone cold hard with the go hard drive. Stone throw smash with these old so cold lines. I'm the lifeline and I'm the life that cause death every time I spit. When I use it, I'm Schizo Kids. You know who this is. Dreamcast, Philly D, and the derelict. Lyrics a lunatic, spiritual psycho shit. Understood shit, skilling when we spit. Go ahead and run your mouth. Go ahead and talk your shit. Make the shit straight season, gon' get your ass hit. I woke up to this.
When I'm writing these words and when I cipher these verbs, just tell me what you have heard because it isn't absurd. And when I'm spitting these lines, I get poetic at times, so don't be fighting my route, because I'll be snapping these times. For all the lust and the souls who've given up on the goals because your life's full of holes, so lame heart gets too cold. Just keep a smile on your face because hate is such a waste. You don't want to end up shamed and be the one that's to blame. Cause I'm just killing these cops when I'm just spitting these raps, and I'll be done with these facts. You think they're better than that. When I've been fighting this case, I'll leave you all in a daze with all the words that I say, they can't be taken away. I look at you like you're not the only one that's
making money off the world.
Maybe we're all just like you, don't really want to be money, but you're just killing the mood and you're not gonna get food.
You're killing the mood and you're not gonna get food.
Understood shit, spitting when we spit. Go ahead and run your mouth, go ahead and talk your shit. Make the shit spray season, gon' get your ass hit. Moving for lunatic, spiritual psycho kids. Yes, you know who this is, we be them schizo kids. Yo, I'll snap your shit and have to watch you bleed in your rooms. Hearing my dementia fly fast, I'm killing your crew, sick in the head. I'm the Grim Reaper, but cheaper. I'll punch you in the eye.
The Grim Reaper, but cheaper.
The voices in my head erupt and explode. Stuck here spitting another schizophrenic episode. Looking for the rustiest blade that I can find, and I'll pound it in your saw, put my holes through your mind. I'll kick you in the jaw, shatter it with my toe cap. Bones in your face, left looser than a hose flap. While you're on the floor, convulsed, struggling to breathe. Watch me cut off your air with strands your girls leave, and drag you by your desecrated face into the kitchen, and fucking beat you with the time so you start twitching. By the sounds of the shit, I should be in the mob. I'm a lunatic for murdering MCs is my job. You don't skip so kids, but you know who this is. Dreamcast, Philly D, and the Deborah Lit. You're just a lunatic, spiritual psycho shit. Misunderstood shit, spitting when we spit. Go ahead and run your mouth, go ahead and talk your shit. Take the shit spray season, gon' get your ass hit. You're just a lunatic, spiritual psycho kids. Yes, you know who this is, we be them schizo kids.
The 3 days. Smallest. That one looks the smallest, so that's the one I'm going to sacrifice for the cause. I ain't hiding what I'm doing. This is a coincidence, line of sight right here. No words on this one because they're instrumental, right?
Shut it up.
she don't come with style though, that's just how I live. Just for a couple hundreds for a honey dance to my crib. I don't know why them girls like me. Everywhere I go, some bitches, man, tryna fight me. Maybe it's the white thing, maybe it's my Nikes, maybe it's my fucking chain, bitch. I stay icy, I stay G'd up, shoes on my feet up. You don't like it, then suck a dick and squeeze nerves. They need these nerves, they fuck a lot of bitches. I'm sleeping with your girl, shit, you sleeping with the fishes. When I get up in riches, low, I fuck the fucking clickers. It's so flat up in this bitch, that's in my phone, the sickest, the quickest. Motherfucker, I'll be better than average. Shorty looking like a freak, I'm gon' have it. Yeah, shorty, get it up for me, cause she goddamn good to kick it right down. Yeah, shorty, get it up for me, cause she goddamn good. We look fucking up the stairs like. Yeah, shorty, get it up for me, cause she goddamn good to kick it right down. Yeah, shorty, get it up for me, cause she goddamn good. We look fucking up the stairs like.
Everybody thinks they're gonna be a part of it. It's not art, it's just fucking artery to me. It's all fucking art to me. I don't give a fuck you're gonna fucking die quiet in the fucking yeah, shorty, get it up for me, cause she goddamn good to kick it right down. Yeah, shorty, get it up for me, cause she goddamn good. We look fucking up the stairs like. Yeah, shorty, get it up for me, cause she goddamn good to kick it right down. Yeah, shorty, get it up for me, cause she goddamn good. We look fucking up the stairs like. I kind of don't want to. I'm not gonna fuck it up. I just. I could just leave the monitor tilted back, and I would actually get a better camera angle. Are you serious? Oh, it's not level. Like I said, there's a difference of almost 2 inches. My TV tilts. Your TV don't tilt. Your TV don't tilt like my TV tilt. You ain't got what I got. I got stainless everything. Psycho.
As soon as I step in the room, claiming that you're packing heat. Listen for that click clap that makes your heart stop, makes you wanna run and hide. Playing like you're not afraid, but I see some drugs in your eyes, knowing that your time is now, thinking you cannot be stopped. Now I'm here to prove you wrong. You fucked around and got popped. Next time you won't run your mouth. Now you'll think before you speak. Used to being in charge, your ass is sleeping in the streets. Took everything that you had, every ounce of it is mine.
I'm used to being in charge, even when I'm sleeping in the street.
Gotta ask you out, AK, and don't forget about the clock. Now your mama's crying cause you sleeping 6 feet deep. That's what pussies get for claiming gangster walking down my street. No reason to be afraid. One thing that you ought to know, better turn away cause I'm a mother.
I ain't listening to nobody complain. Well, how much is in the damn bag?
stupid, I'm a motherfucking psycho. Push the blood, sports, schizo in the mind. Man, I'm losing it, and I'm running out of time. Just keep on rapping on. Pull your body up in the bag, what you want. Lots of this hate on the skills that got pop lane brains, get jealous of the brains that I got. But damn, the way that I killer got all of these haters like to say that you ain't hot and top and takes these shit just quit. Not today. Yeah, murder on my mind is
Realize that we're all about survival. We got only friends cause we killed all our rivals. And I know because the KRS won. I love guns and my gun loves me.
Yeah, my brain is hella clouded, and I've lost my mind, and now my moral ethics are shrouded like a thunderstorm when a thunder rolls. There ain't no giving.
I got so many rhymes thrown through my brain. I wish it would stop because it's driving me insane. What does it take to be numb? But what some people do it for pleasure, but I do it for fun. You know my rhymes are a little bit lyrical. I'm like a murderer killer that's coming out your cereal.
You're running low on paper. You're running low on paper.
And they cut you. Put you on the ground bleeding, have you going to the hospital while your mama's screaming. Oh, that's right, that's what I said, bitch, because that fucking crazy guy on the corner wanted to us dead. You're just a annoying little gangster, you think that you got shit, but you just a prankster. You know your rhymes, you can try and bring that shit, but me and Gangrene, we gotta hang with the kids. We really green
Gangrene.
on the neck and shit, because that's the way we rap and that's how we down with it.
I don't know what you're
So if
recording.
you think that you gangsta son, come down to Avenue E and we'll have some fun. I'm number one.
Look, you can see yourself. That's what you look like to me.
I'm number one.
The only interaction I get from you is a little blue light.
I'm number one. I'm number one. I be that numero uno, who you know that rocks with such grace when he rockin' his flows. I do it for damn show, better than yo average cat, spitting these raps just like a gat. When I have to get to twisting it back, twisting your cap, leaving your rap severed cause you're so verbally wet. Matter of fact, your whole squad can't stat to mine. Gangrene with mine, so hard to find. Divine, like intervention to save a life. But I'm the damn vision you see late at night, like seeing Christ. Ain't saying I'm blasphemous, my verse type of sight. But I'm telling you, damn, I'm so good when rocking the mic. Put me in a siphon, I'll leave every rapper murdered. In your hip-hop circles, I'm one cat you should have heard of. Should have heard of the way that I rock when I do drop it. Able to override any type of syllable for any topic. Especially when I tell black rappers stop it. I mean it, I'll make it just drop, pop your optic. Out of your head, out of your brain. I told you before, I'm the one running this rap game. I'm number one. I'm number one.
100 times 100 times 100 is a million.
I'm number one. I'm number one. I pop syllables off for fun. These whack rap cats that think they run shit can get caught in sand traps. I'm clacking the meanest scats, so all these guys can fall flat. Like I'm the fucking quarterback without no fucking stacks, not even a bale of fucking cash. I'm smoked out after the after effects of hash. I'm like the Titan Clash when I fucking get your rhymes beaten and eaten in half. You fucking guys are low class like a fucking cop mustache. And it's about 1:15 noon and I'm out here to fucking slaughter guys in the early afternoon. I'm putting faggots back in the tomb, fucking ripping babies out of their own motherfucking mother's womb. Here to consume the rhymes, I fucking take over the room at times. Number one at concealing strict nines when I'm coming in, property pump. Make all these faggots in the room jump. Backing it up to the Dr. Doom label, where everyone packs razors and keeps it faded. I'm number one. Yeah, and fuck all you cats out there that think you're good at this rap shit. I'm number one. You can't stack it compared to us, man. Hypnotic, derelict. I'm number one. Vocal X. Y'all motherfuckers don't even know. You don't know shit here. Number one. What? What?
Like a fish in the streets, I
You want some? You
exist.
gotta take it, motherfuckers. Take it, man. When they laid the gunshot in your song. When they laid the gunshot in your song.
When they laid the gunshot in your song.
You know what I'm saying? For this shit, you grab the ground, do the game. I ain't even train shit. Better step your game up, pull up, pick your shot, and just rock a hit. Yeah.
Just happened. No, I like that one. The fuck? Abstract.
Let's go. And mama knows she didn't raise no quitter.
We're right back with a gray Mac, and we're gonna hit you.
Goddamn, man.
Basis. You have no basis for these clicks. Well, nobody could rap on that. Come on. What is the issue? This is streaming media, digital, no hard drive, no tape, no CD. What's with the skippingness? Let's try this one. This is very abstract.
And mama knows she didn't raise no after job. Real gangsters acting more Iron Man than Tony Stark. Stop with the verbal bark. Y'all sound like kittens. Work your mind all the time. Whether freestyle the written. Did you bring your mittens?
Online, we offline. Said it was offline. Thought it was music. Music. Fuck it. Ah, okay, well. Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
For just $19.99 get unlimited support for up to 5 devices and will include Norton antivirus free. Get the
did the exact same thing yesterday. Now, this is an effort to prop up the Canadian economy in the wake of the expected damage from coronavirus. Josh Nye is senior economist at RBC Economics.
Our expectation was that it would be a close call whether the Fed would do 25 basis points or 50 basis points today. In the end, they opted for that larger move and go by the door open to further rate cuts. So we announced a rate cut today against 25 basis points, and then again in April, even with that larger move today, we don't think there's a possibility that the Fed will go again in April.
The Canadian dollar right now fell by a tenth of a cent, 74.60 cents US. The TSX continues to hit new highs for the day, up by 288 right now, 16,711. That's a jump of 1.7%. Shares in the parent company of Tim Hortons and Burger King higher by 45 cents, 76.80 a share. Impossible Foods, which provides plant-based products to Burger King, is cutting prices by 15% as it continues to expand its reach. At the same time today, we are hearing about major problems with the Tim Hortons app after it wiped down some balances for customers. And this news comes just ahead of the
No, that's unacceptable. This is a drug. You cannot play games with people's drug. You can't do that. You make money supplying the drug, you can do that. You can't play games. Oh, we lost all your money. Sorry. Fuck you. You better be handing out some free coffee.
In part because Democratic candidate Joe Biden had a better than expected showing on Super Tuesday. Seems markets are much more comfortable with him. The Dow right now is higher by 3%, up by 813 points, so that's a new high for the Dow as well. And keep in mind, we saw this sell-off yesterday. The S&P is up by 77, and the Nasdaq higher by 238. I'm Chris McCusker. Business continues at 26 and 56 or anytime at 680news.com.
You boost your morning with coffee. You boost your body with exercise. Now you can boost your savings with Meridian's
that's a drug too.
Boosted to
Every morning I'm out there on the block just jogging and jogging. I just gotta jog. What is wrong with you? Go fucking back home and sleep.
All right, dial up that resistance on your bike, everyone. We're out of the saddle. Oh, excuse me. Oh, push it, people.
Sleep Country knows you can't do your job when you're tired. That's why our sleep experts do their job and mix the right products to match you to your best sleep. Now, during the mix and getting incredible prices on mix and mattresses, hot springs, pillows, and more. Hurry, because the mix and match sale is on now. Sleep Country.
You can laugh, but this is for the church. What did you give the church?
It's time for the 6
They gave me dinner too, so it's not like I'm just giving for no reason.
Air Transat.
With Air Transat Kids Club, enjoy a dedicated check-in counter, in-flight goodies, and priority baggage handling. Air Transat.
But I make it interesting. I give them a lot of interesting points.
Well, taking a look at your business travelers forecast in Vancouver today, it's a sunny day and 9 degrees. Expecting some light snow in Winnipeg and -1. In Montreal, chance of flurries this afternoon and 3 degrees. In New York City, it's a mostly sunny day and 13. Miami, plenty of sunshine and 28 degrees. Los Angeles, sunny and 23. And right now in downtown Toronto, we've got a mix of sun and cloud, and now a temperature of 7. The News Watch, it never stops. 680 News. We are live 24/7. 680 News time, 1:30.
You live.
News in Toronto.
So it's exactly $1.
Here are Sarah Barrett and Steve Robert. Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, March 4th.
And good afternoon. Here's what's making news this hour. The Prime Minister creates a new cabinet committee focused on the coronavirus outbreak. He says it will lead coordinated efforts to handle the impacts from the health system to the economy.
Frustration and anger for residents of an apartment building near Pape and Carlaw after 22 vehicles are vandalized in the underground parking lot overnight.
That's 54 division. It's like that, man. 54 division is fucked up. 55 division
A heated question period centering on the ongoing labor dispute with teachers' unions.
There are close to 700 unsolved criminal investigations in Toronto. As part of our series Tracking a Killer, we look at how the cold case unit is working to ensure that people don't get away with murder.
Anthony Kay in a jam, bases loaded, 1 out of the bottom of the first in Port Charlotte. Jason Ray still scoreless. And the NHL predicts teams will have more money to spend next season. Sports at 45.
Triple-digit gains on the TSX, the Dow, and the NASDAQ, while the Canadian dollar is slightly lower after the Bank of Canada cut interest rates. Business at 56.
680 News time, 1:31.
Time for traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Carrie Pruskus. This report is brought to you by Foodland Ontario. We still have 2 problems affecting the westbound 401. Westbound 401 at Port Union and the Express, all lanes are blocked for collision cleanup. Motorists are using the left shoulder to get around this issue. So westbound on the 401, it's heavily backed up as you approach Port Union, but just in the express lanes. The collector lanes are fine. Then westbound 401 approaching Jane and the
Well, that's 1.5. Actually, that doesn't count because that's a leftover from last night.
That just left the scene about a minute ago. So westbound on the 401, they just have to get this conked out bus of the way. Approaching Jane and the Collectors, the right lane is blocked. A heavy backup approaching Keele and the Collectors. The stalled vehicle westbound 401 west of Weston and the Express, that's been cleared away. Traffic is still backed up, though, from Keele and the Express. And then heading into Mississauga, a delay approaching here, Ontario, and the Collectors to west of Mavis. Eastbound 401, that's slow through James Snow Parkway. Bunches up again approaching Winston Churchill to Trafalgar. And if you're traveling the eastbound 401, my apologies, eastbound 401 slow through James Snow Parkway, and then again approaching Winston Churchill to east of Mississauga Road. Going backwards there. Southbound on the 404 Don Valley Parkway, that gets busy approaching the 401 ramps, but looks okay onto the southbound DVP. Westbound Gardner, not too bad heading out of downtown. A bit busy from Bathurst on and off to west of Jameson. A slow drive northbound on the Don Valley Parkway. Delays from north of Don Mills to north of Lawrence. Foodland Ontario reminds you that fresh Ontario greenhouse cucumbers and mini cucumbers are now available in stores, farmers markets, and on farm markets. After all, good things grow in Ontario. Paid for by the Government of Ontario. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
Few flurries or showers possible today. Otherwise, mainly cloudy, some sunny breaks, west wind, guaranteed high 5. For tonight, partly cloudy and -2. For today, the guaranteed high 5.
Sunny breaks in downtown Toronto and 7 degrees. And we got some sunshine now in Pearson and a temperature of 6. 680 news time, 1:33.
Well, it's a move that will no doubt make it cheaper if you have a variable rate mortgage or if you have a line of credit. The Bank of Canada announcing today its first major interest rate cut in years.
Now, the cut is meant to essentially ease some of the economic fallout caused by the coronavirus outbreak worldwide. Our Chris McCusker has details from the 680 Business Center.
It's the first half-point cut since 2008 and the first cut at all in more than 4 years. It comes as concern around coronavirus continues to grow, while economic impact remains largely unknown. The bank also sounded like another interest rate cut could be coming. Josh Nye is senior economist at RBC Economics.
We have penciled in a rate cut today, again, 25 basis points, and then again in April. Even with that larger move today, we still think there's a possibility that the bank will go again in April.
The Bank of Canada says coronavirus represents a material negative shock, saying the outlook is clearly weaker than it was in January. At the Business Center, I'm Chris McCusker. Well, in order to get a better handle on the growing outbreak, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has created a new cabinet committee to focus on coronavirus and the impacts it's having in our country. Canada has now 33 cases of the virus, most of them here in Ontario. Here's our Parliament Hill reporter, Cormac McSweeney.
As the number of coronavirus cases rises around the world and within our borders, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says this new cabinet committee will take the lead in coordinating the response to this outbreak.
Ensure that Canadians are getting the best information and make sure that we're watching carefully on the economic impacts of this virus on top of the health impacts on Canadians.
Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland will chair the 8-member group, which also includes the Health, Public Safety and Finance Ministers. The Prime Minister is also warning about misinformation on the coronavirus online. Meanwhile, other governments around the world are taking action to limit the spread, including closing down schools and canceling indoor events. Italy, Iran, and South Korea have emerged as major trouble areas, while the number of new infections in China continues to drop. Cormac McSweeney, Parliament Hill.
Well, turning overseas, the Israeli Health Ministry's aggressive policy of canceling flights by its national airline could have helped contain COVID-19, but now the company's facing some serious financial losses.
Israel's national airline El Al announcing it will fire 1,000 employees, or nearly 1/6 of its workforce, due to flight cancellations stemming from the coronavirus. Executives will also take a 20% pay cut. CEO Gonen Ushishkin said the painful steps were necessary to ensure the future of the company. El Al was the first carrier to stop flying to China, Hong Kong, and Thailand when the coronavirus outbreak began. Revenues expected to tumble by $70 million from January to April. Jordana Miller, ABC News,
Tumble. Hold on, but you're still making fucking money? Oh, I made $70 million less this 3 months than those 3 months. Fuck off. Fuck off. You can't cut in front of me at the food bank line, buddy. It's going to be a fist fight.
She's outside the high rise on Gamble Avenue.
Mr. $70 million.
What happened moment.
Sarah, certainly not the news you want to wake up to when you start your day, to find out that 22 vehicles in this building's underground parking garage were smashed and broken into. Murat tells me his is one of them. And the fact that it happened again 4 months ago is not good.
It's not really the first time of this happening, you know? And the thing is, it's like you can just, if today is your car, another day it's your home. You know, we do want to feel safe where we're staying.
People in Toronto are not stupid. They come from places where fucked up shit happens.
Was also broken into 4 months ago, and that really has them questioning safety.
Literally, yeah. I don't think I feel safe right now. My car's not safe. I think people will not be safe on the second or the fourth or fifth incident. I don't know what will happen, right?
And people here are upset with building management, saying they need to do more to make sure the vehicles that are parked in the garage are safe. Reporting live, I'm Bowman Qureshi.
You're listening to 680 News. The ongoing contract talks between the Ford government and the province's teachers once again causing fireworks in the legislature today. Our Alex Bloomfield joins us live as the verbal barrage showed no signs of letting up. Alex?
Well, Steve, let's just say Speaker Ted Arnott was busy today.
Stop the clock. Ministry of the Environment come to order. Everybody else come to order.
Opposition grilling the Ford government over its concessions on class size averages and e-learning requirements. Stephen Lecce, the education minister, saying the shift should lead to unions making concessions on hiring practices and wages.
And the time is now. Enough with the dithering, enough with the delay. Get to the table. Let's get this done.
Opposition leader Andrea Horwath taking exception to that remark.
Oh, wow. What a delusional government, Speaker. What a delusional minister. The Ford government can't expect to get praised by teachers, by parents, or by students for taking 6 months to admit that they were wrong.
English Catholic teachers are set to hold a province-wide strike tomorrow, along with Toronto Public High School teachers and some French school teachers, with a rally planned outside Queen's Park. Lecce says those strikes should be called off. Reporting live, I'm Alex Bloomfield.
Coming up in 30 seconds, we'll take a look at city streets and then find out where the price of gas is going.
680 News Time, 1:39.
We've all heard those home renovation stories. Hi, I'm Jeannie Becker. Georgian Renovations has created Smart Reno to offer a home renovation that's quick, easy.
Today it's your car, tomorrow it's your home. He didn't say, oh, I'm angry, somebody damaged my property, man. No, he fucking knows. That's how it starts. The amount of time it takes to damage 22 cars. If you spent like 60 seconds on each one, is 22 minutes and nobody heard nothing, right? Like, fuck. And they'll do shit like that. If you notice small things happening around your property, your area, your turf or whatever, somebody could be testing you. And will they notice if this door is left ajar? If they come back a few hours later, it's still open or whatever, they shut it again, whatever, and walk away. You never even know that they left a window or a latch on a gate or some shit. Fucking, they probably fucking damaged a car before, and fucking, I think they said something about it not being the first time. And if they didn't, a lot of times they say it wasn't the first time. So maybe I'm just confusing that. I do that shit to people too. Buddy wants to know why you took the rubber band off his door. I just wanted to see if he'd notice if his rubber band was missing. Now I know I can't go walking in that door. People think I'm joking. I'm fucked up in the head, but I'm not stupid. All right, let's see if I can make this make sounds. Yeah, that's a nice track. You're trying to force me to listen. Maybe I'll just skip forwards because back is not working.
Low rap. lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bill. It's all now. We committed murders of life.
20, please, and I'm going to say it in your language. 20, yes, please, another 20. 20 ounce pack. What's 20 ounce?
Like a maniac with a pencil on the trigger finger. Because killing you simple. A psychopath going through a brain relapse. Somebody better hold him down because he's about to attack. They tell me to relax, to stop and take a breath. But the only way I'll get better is by witnessing your death. You can't stop me, motherfucker. Getting to you. Ain't got no armor on my chest, but I'll still get through your crew. These drugs they hand me on aren't affecting my brain. But the anger that I'm feeling is causing me pain. I'm coming for you, and there is nowhere to run. And when we meet face to face, you know it won't be no fun. Your end is coming near. Can't you feel it's close? Even if I die before you, you'll still be harassed by my ghost. I'll get you anywhere I can, whether you wake or asleep. Just wanna see you die before I'm fucking dead in these streets.
It's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bills.
I don't snatch chains like open throats. I don't steal trailers, I steal boats. I don't write tracks like flow on notes. Drugs hit and call it a poem. Raw, dirty filth, call me Rome. Silence are pointed at your dome. Offer you the last call home. One of the sickens clapping at chickens till the bitch stops licking. Toss it aside and grab the next seat throughout my ride. Always down for homicide when the feet collide. I got enough to provide for all the haters that duck and hide. The quickest on the slide, go make sure your two legs tied and stay inside. A bullet hitting your temple, but some batter should be elemental. Soothes me, keeps me gentle, not consumed by thinking of ways to fuck up your dental. Record over an instrumental.
It's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap claiming skill.
My legs are not all itchy and everything. Hey.
I'm a rapist with words, skillfully diligent words, hated shanked and they tum through the thick of it with demonic linguistics. Pentagram life and I don't really give a shit. So I still give it to me, but ain't nobody giving two shits about the state of being. I pepper shots from drive-bys on a Catholic school. This hurt between baths from the pics of my tooth.
I got 2 legs.
The heart from the bones and heart in my chest. I'm like a step next in the short of the set. You push me, I push beyond the limits of pushing back. I'm better in cash. From the beans in the bag. The world's falling apart.
I think it's so dirty. I'll fucking
know. We all victims of the compensation from the sins of man. It's getting worse. Here comes the end from the start. Making your way out and come and join me up in the dark. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life.
This time I've been moving the TV set. I don't even have to touch it.
Live by the
Camera
gun and make sure you die for the bills.
I'm just looking for an excuse to talk about my tilted TV set. What the fuck? That's psychosomatic? What the fuck? Damn it. That is not a good feeling.
Got that motor on my state, bitches like you, elevated like a crime rate. It's full of hate. If you really think that you better than the devil, if you gotta get a silver fate, don't rip off my shit. People that diss me and then go back. Well, you get fucking unconscious and that, and then you get clapped for threat, and then you don't know what the fuck happened. You're just like flat. You don't even see past my identity. Which be the DERELICT, MC the Avenue E. Fuck wanna be, stay hating on me because I am better than fucking competitor. I say whatever, you bitches can lay the fuck down. My crew is tough, just like some others who cook stuff. What are you saying? You're bluffing your name off in your rhymes. Fuck around once more and you're gonna find that I shit the knife up in your spine. Murderous mind is something to love because it makes me trip into lust. And when I do murder, you trust me, man. It's just because I want you to trust.
Three beans.
Monday. Oh, I got you. Low rise. Slow rise. Drop it. Yeah. Low rise records, baby. SDLOWRYZE. Make your MCs freeze, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do in 306. Stand up if you feel in the movie. SDLOWRYZE. Make your MCs freeze, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do in 306. Stand up if you feel in the movie. It's like a movie, how I do it, steady pursuing this fictional plot. Blistered and hot, rhyme a warrior props. Each song is another brick for the fortified wall. United we stand, united we fall, so fuck them all. I stay ahead of my game, ahead of my time. I feel the drive in my brain, you feel the force in my lines. This gang make it clean, but the every roll. Cause every bar I fucking write comes from my soul. I try my hardest just to lace these tracks with such grace. I often question myself just to see if it's a waste. Test myself, sometimes past the limits of control, but do it all at any cost just to go and hold. Me, I gotta do it, and I'm heavily pursuing this dream. But every fucking time I do it, it seems it gleams past the fucking point of observation. Now I'm steadily taking out you faggots that behave. SDLOWRYZE. Make your MCs freeze, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do in 306. Stand up if you feel in the movie. SDLOWRYZE. Make your MCs freeze, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do in 306. Stand up if you feel in the movie.
No one thought I had skills, but I proved them all wrong. Another sick script for another sick song. Now I'm rolling with the illest crew in all of Saskatoon. Making hits, making tracks, gonna be famous soon. The tightest tracks I've heard.
2 layers of clean clothes and still got dirt on my knee. How the fuck did on the top, dude? That's gonna melt down on that. What the fuck did I do?
In this game, you can't be insecure. So many people tend to get lost in the tracks, and then nobody helps them and they don't bring it back. But when you hear these tracks, you'll feel right at home. It's for all the underdogs, so they won't feel alone. Nevertheless, I put my rhymes to the test. Should I invest in the quest to becoming the best? Dreamcast and Derelict, bringing you another track, so just turn off your genre if it's something you can hack.
SDLOWRYZE. Make your MCs freeze, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do in 306. Stand up if you feel in the movie. SDLOWRYZE. Make your MCs freeze, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do in 306. Stand up if you feel in the movie.
I smoke chronic in hotbox cars, and I still choke writing 16 bars. There's proof of damage, many scars. Late at night writing under the stars. Fades of war, that's why I'm so hardcore. Too profound to be sold in the stores. Me and Derelict, the definition of evil. Pierced to the feeble like the tip of a needle, the way my toes hit people. I take stages, smear ink all over the pages. You want to battle with the fuck are the wages? Faceless and violent outrages. Psychologists can't even case this. They say everything I write is tasteless. Spend time to educate this, embrace this. Like I'm running a 3-ring circus. Everything I drops is surplus, serving its purpose. Like the Canadian military service, got you shaking nervous. Like there's a hole in your epidermis. No soap for the worthless. Go ahead and say my name, cursed it. Couldn't control it, had to disperse it. Now my shirt's ripped.
It's the L-O-W-R-Y-C-E.
Fantasy auto race. Race is auto race. What is fantasy auto race? It's a spectator sport. It's all fantasy. What is fantasy auto race? Check
Make a left C sprays, bitch, believe me. You can only wish to do the things that we do on 306. Stand up if you feel in the mood.
Shorty got pneumonia.
Stupid junk. Phone call, don't summer hot bitches roll up, cold bitches, so what? Know what? My flow's bucket, so sucker, so what? My nose up, you can't down, no doubt about it. Scream that you wanna pout about it. Limo, I'll be up and out it. All up on the fire, shining like stars. They know who we are, they know who I am, motherfucker from the train set. They know who I am, motherfucker, get acquainted. It's so high, I'm on cushion. Never need to worry, cause I get it by the bush and I get it by the pound. You get it by the jig, you be running around the cafe. You get one of them, young sled. I go harder than the rest of them. That's what people saying, I'm the best and all the best of them.
Stupid junk.
If you're looking for me, I'll be on the block. Same cop, possibly sitting on the drop. Haters wanna hate, they spotters wanna spot. When haters is snitch, they get popped on my block. Like everybody acting like ain't got reaction. Like hustle on the block, I call it ain't transaction. Like you don't fuck with flatline. Like come on, baby, pass on my game ain't over. This is still good fashion. Like that's the tune, city locked out. If you're out on my block, I got the steel cock shout. If you ain't on top, and then I ain't talking shit at you. Listen to me right now. I up off the white man. Keep on talking shit, and I'll be seeing you good night. Last
Stupid junk.
Wednesday, no break to stay. Super fly, bitch, look at my love. Out of terror, wearing things you never gonna rock. Sucker try to jack me, introduce him to the Glock. Tell her, hey, suck my cock. Tell the ladies that I love them. She said they wanna get with me, so I'll be above them. I like them, a fucking oven coming back with the sick shit. Girl be staring at me, watch I have her on my dick. Quicker than you motherfuckers ever never did. I'm hella sick. I'm high up in the sky. I'm like Mount Everest. Get back from me, so sick with the accuracy. Get the fuck away, yo, do average things ain't no match to me. Ain't no fucking way to boss like me, man. So how you fuckers looking at me like me, man? Me, man, woman made it, still a part of it. Fuck that shit, a part of it. I fucking started it. I ain't got no own yet. I ain't got no own yet. I ain't trying to solve the problem, I'm a part of it. Fuck part of it. I was fucking started it. It's locked in. Stupid junk, dog. I don't think you heard. Your connection is unstable. Yeah, he is. Someone's a call. What is this? I think that's just an instrumental. Yeah. The Derelicts. You're now rocking with the illest. You're now rocking with the illest. You're now rocking with the illest. Yeah, check it. Yeah, check it. Rocking with the illest. E-block boy who be keeping it the realest. Ain't on top cause I'm oh so fresh. Just be the type of dude putting stress on your chest. Welcome to my spot, you're now rocking with the illest. E-block boy who be keeping it the realest. Ain't on top cause I'm oh so fresh. I be the type of dude putting stress on your chest, man. Like every minute to every second of every way. Like every minute of every second of every day. I'm looking for new words, I'm looking for new verbs. I'm looking for something to write out so I can just splurge. Like every fucking time that I write another line, another crime, another rhyme, just to soothe my fucking mind. Staying sublime with every rhyme that I write. Every time I hit the mic, I get a feeling excited. My heart to make it palpitate, make it jump and thump. Every time I'm bumping something, you gon' bump it in your trunk. Understand that the stuff I make are some instant hits. You can never get to this, not even a little bit. The Derelict, the Shaman, and all my homies too, bringing noises through your city that you only wish to. Never achieve the dreams that you have can't compare. We blinded y'all, so be scared of this flare. Yo, welcome to my spot, and now rocking with the illest. E-block boy who be keeping it the realest. Ain't on top cause I'm oh so fresh. Just be the type of dude putting stress on your chest. Welcome to my spot, and now rocking with the illest. E-block boy who be keeping it the realest. Ain't on top cause I'm oh so fresh. I be the type of dude putting stress on your chest. I'm a part of town with the gangsters, they rule the scene. They've been thinking night like Kid Cudi for the cream. Always to themselves, peace be like a bumble. I'm about my hustle, but stay real and humble. Making hits in a group just to chase goals. Making hits in this life ensures that I hold onto everything that I once loved. Everything that I once loved, just because it's me to me, my personality being that I'm one fiend for this fucking rapping shit. A rapping machine, it might seem like I'm quite obscene, but whenever rocking the mic, I'm always hyping the scene. By any means, the time and the gleam and the flicker, you can understand it, I spit it quicker. I'm a liquor sipper, get myself drunk and retarded and crazy, while all you rappers sit back, talk shit and be lazy. Yo, welcome to my spot, you're now rocking with the illest. E-block boy who be keeping it the realest. Ain't on top cause I'm oh so fresh. Just be the type of dude with the stress on your chest. Welcome to my spot, you're now rocking with the illest. E-block boy on top cause I'm oh so fresh. I be the type of dude putting stress on your chest. Stress on your chest from seeing these moves I make, cause the time that it takes is not enough for a fucking break. Go and ain't go bananas for some of this money, cause I've been feeling lately that I'm quite a dummy. Looking for something, but something's leaving me wrong. Feeling like I'm losing my soul in every fucking song, cause every time I spit it, say it, quit it to my skills. And people understand I'm gonna be clocking them bills. I'm talking about paper because paper's not what I'm after. I'm after the fucking transaction of being a rapper. The dopest there ever was. The dopest just because there's everybody around here treating mature like Beach Buzz and rapping about everything. Some pretenders and offenders are the people that are trying to be the murderers of a society that's mixed up with so much crime. And all the time on my mind is not enough to make it divine. Yo, welcome to my spot, you're now rocking with the illest. E-block boy who be keeping it the realest. Ain't on top cause I'm oh so fresh. Just be the type of dude putting stress on your chest. Welcome to my spot, you're now rocking with the illest. E-Block boy who be keeping it the realest. Name on top cause I'm old slut. Fresh out of Peter, yeah, stress on your chest. Putting stress on your chest. The derelicts, low rise records, 306 stand up. Yeah.
Double G, CBE, LW, RYZ, hey. And we don't play, motherfucker.
WCA now to discover today's showstopper. And now with the forecast, here's Jill Taylor.
A few flurries or showers possible today. Otherwise, mainly cloudy, some sunny breaks, west wind, guaranteed high 5
do you make the
for tonight. Partly
seconds
cloudy,
display
-2.
on these
For today, the
devices?
guaranteed
My
high
fucking
5.
watch always
Right
has
now,
seconds.
downtown Toronto is partly cloudy and 7 degrees.
clock has
680 news time, 2:03.
How many seconds after 3?
Happening right now on Parliament Hill, the Prime Minister's new cabinet committee focused on the coronavirus outbreak is now meeting for the first time.
It comes as Canada now has 33 cases of COVID-19, most of them in Ontario. 680's Parliament Hill reporter Cormac McSweeney joins us with more.
With federal and provincial governments all taking action to address this outbreak, the Prime Minister launched the new committee in order to better coordinate efforts. It's chaired by Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland and includes the Ministers of Health, Finance and Public Safety. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says they'll be focusing on health impacts as well as the effect on the economy.
For example, in tourism, for example, in travel, for example, on
You're going to bring that back somehow.
chains disrupted coming from China.
The government is open to supporting impacted businesses, and ministers and officials will be updating.
There's no homeless people in Toronto, except for the dead one in the fucking bus shelter.
As countries like South Korea, Italy, and Iran have become new trouble areas, the Italian government has even ordered the closure of all schools for the next 2 weeks to limit the spread of coronavirus. Cormac McSweeney, Parliament Hill.
Meantime, the Bank of Canada announcing a major interest rate cut, the biggest since the 2008 financial crisis. Here's Mike Keppel at the Business Center.
The Bank of Canada is cutting its overnight lending rate for the first time since 2015, and by the most since the financial crisis of 2008. The overnight lending rate coming down by 0.5% to 1.25%, citing the coronavirus as a material negative shock to the Canadian and global outlooks. The chief economist of CIBC World Markets, Avery Shenfield, describes it as not waiting for the economy to slow.
That's an interesting combination of words.
Certainly our export markets are going to be materially weaker. We know that Canadians are canceling travel plans and that
All you handle is material, buddy. It's always material.
Canada are going to be put off.
And the Bank of Canada says it is on the ready to adjust monetary policy further, i.e. cut rates even more, if required to support economic growth. At the Business Center, I'm Mike Keppel.
From Hollywood, the release of the new James Bond movie is being delayed due to coronavirus concerns.
And we won't get to see the upcoming 25th James Bond movie until November. No Time to Die was scheduled for an early April release, but with thousands of theaters still closed in China, Japan, South Korea, and Italy because of coronavirus, MGM, Universal, and the film's producers say, quote, that after careful consideration and thorough evaluation of the global theatrical marketplace, the release of No Time to Die will be postponed until November 2020. It's the first major Hollywood movie delay as coronavirus spreads around the globe. Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Hollywood.
You're listening to 680 News. It's now 2:06. Toronto police are investigating after nearly 24 vehicles were broken into at an East York apartment building overnight. Our Mohan Qureshi joins us from the building on Gamble Avenue near Pape and Cosford.
Residents here at 100 Gamble Avenue are upset after 22 different vehicles were vandalized and broken into in the underground parking lot overnight. I caught Manny coming up from the garage in his vehicle, which has a nearly smashed window. He says he's frustrated because this is the second time this has happened in just the last few months.
And the thing is, I'm not even from there, and I've outlasted all the fucking businesses that were there when
Brad tells me this has him questioning his safety.
Not really the first time of this happening, you know. Today is your card, another day it's your home. We do want to feel safe where we're staying.
Toronto police do have dash cam video and surveillance footage of the person they believe is the suspect. Near Pavin Cosburn, I'm Omen Qureshi.
Well, the province is ongoing
there's always that.
with teachers taking over question period once again. As 680's Alex Bloomfield tells us, there was no shortage of fireworks in the legislature. He joins us live with more. Alex.
Pending new concessions on class sizes and e-learning.
We are listening. We have ensured that classroom sizes are effectively frozen. We're ensuring that special education support is a 100% annualized investment to help those in need.
But opposition leader Andrea Horvath was not buying it.
The time for them to listen was during the consultation that they utterly ignored.
Lecce calling for walkouts to be called off in the wake of the new concessions, adding it's now time for the union to back down on wages and hiring practices. A province-wide walkout by English, Catholic, and some public high school teachers, including in Toronto, is set for tomorrow. A few thousand expected to rally at Queen's Park. Reporting live, I'm Alex Bloomfield.
You're listening to 680 News. It's now 2:08. It's still an uphill battle for Alex Trebek in his fight against pancreatic cancer. But the Jeopardy host hit an important milestone today. Our Cam Dorn joins us live now with the latest on what the host had to say. Cam?
Steve, it's been 1 year since Alex Trebek announced he was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, considering just 18% of people survive.
Breaking news, traffic.
What the fuck is
I was 680, so quick to point out how difficult that fight has been.
There were moments of great pain, days when certain bodily functions no longer functioned, and sudden massive attacks of Great Depression that made me wonder if it really was worth fighting on.
He said
he pushed those thoughts aside quickly.
He said the chemo's worse than the cancer.
For all of her support, as well as others.
It would have been a betrayal of other cancer patients who have looked to me as an inspiration and a cheerleader of sorts of the value of living and hope.
Trebek isn't letting his health get in the way of helping others. On Monday, he surprised a homeless organization in LA with a $100,000 check after touring the facility. He says he will continue to host Jeopardy as long as his skills don't diminish.
He has a $40,000 check framed on his wall that bounced from his first job.
Sam will let you know if there's some movement from
Give him a $40,000 back check.
When we designed the Dodge Grand Caravan 35th Anniversary Edition, we had a special checklist in mind. For style, all black interior with cranberry wine accent stitching.
If there was anything desperately worth listening to, they would have told us. They told us about the fucking cars getting vandalized like 3-4 times, you know. I'm all about it now. Great, I heard. You can tell the engineers get bored because they'll rearrange the fucking sound bites every 10 minutes. I think I need another one of those. That hurts like a bastard. That hurts like a bastard. Well, I don't hear any music. Now, you might not hear music, but I should, because I'm sitting right next to the thing. And it stopped for some reason. Okay, skip it. What is happening? Oh, I really don't want to switch over. Your connection is unstable. Your connection is unstable. What the fuck? What's going on here, man? Come on. Not working. Oh, man. Yeah, I need another one of those.
Learn, grow.
680 News Time, 2:11.
Time now for traffic and weather.
2:11.
On the ones checking that drive this afternoon, Carrie Prunskis.
Okay. This report is brought to you by Joe Fresh. Westbound 401 at Port Union. All
Rule number
express
one,
lanes
don't
are blocked.
fuck it up.
This is
Okay.
for collision cleanup,
Two,
and it's just the left
do I
shoulder
fix
that's getting through right now. So westbound on the 401, a delay as you approach Port Union and the Express, And watch out for a problem westbound 401 on the ramp to Meadowvale. The right lane is blocked because of a stalled vehicle. There's no delay there, but it is busy across the city westbound 401 from Leslie to Avenue, alternately Express and Collectors. Another delay from the Allen to Keele in the Express, and from Keele to approaching Jane and the Collectors. That's where the right lane is blocked because of a stalled bus. Westbound 401 heading into Mississauga, that's backed up from just west of the 410 and the Collectors to west of Mavis. Just got an update from the MTO about lane restriction northbound on the transfer is closed. That's for emergency road work. No delay passed. Here's Jill Taylor.
You may encounter a few flurries or showers at times today, but otherwise mainly cloudy, sunny breaks, and our guaranteed high 5 degrees. For tonight's partly cloudy, -2, and tomorrow 7 degrees. At Pearson Airport, mostly cloudy sky at 5. 680 news time, 2:13.
Now the Dynamic Funds Market Minute. Let's check in at Business Center with Chris McCusker. Chris.
Well, Steve, is still looking pretty good on markets. The gains a little more significant in the West. The Dow continues to lead the way in North America.
It's losing, it's gaining. Like a goldfish.
And the Nasdaq higher by 222, while the TSX is higher by 247, 60,670. That's even with gold down by $6, 1638. Looks like the gold sector is the only one in the red on Bay Street. Yes, confirmed. Energy stocks a little bit higher, even with oil off by 18 cents, $47 a barrel. And the Canadian dollar down 6/100, 74.64 cents US.
That's still 75 cents.
To cut interest rates today, a half-point cut, just like the U.S. did yesterday. At the Business Center, I'm Chris McCusker.
Research shows that households with a financial advisor save at nearly twice the rate.
That's because households with enough money to afford a financial advisor have enough money to save. Dumb.
We got this belief that won't let it stop. Everywhere we go, we're always getting props. Anyone that's heard us know we're going to the... Hey. Yeah. The heartfelt shit. Yeah. The heartfelt shit. Check it. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt, yo. I'ma make it there eventually. It's these cruel intentions, not to mention got me clenching. My chest hurt from the stress, and these days I'm venting. Poetry healing these wounds that I once contained. Serenity fell, fed off these raps that I bring. These words help me escape. I say fuck the therapist. I hate mankind, I'm against all like a terrorist. In the arms of security, stolen away. Death stealing loved ones, led my soul astray. Reflect my past, so you see this life's been good. Choose correctively, even when pressured by the hood. I put my hands on steel, coke, the rock, and the slates before the way, cause I didn't need my life to be in decay. Some say it's the choices you make, and then you seal your fate. Either you're dead, one in the head, or in jail you pace. Reflection and regret in your course of fucking action. Cut off sin, ego, and your love and your passion. Those are self-fulfilling prophecies, man. Melting your soul down to nothing less. A shell of life patiently waiting for the time of death. I made choices that have been good, ones that have been bad. You see how I'm living, so you know that I'm glad. I'm proud to say I'm steady and my life is set. I live like there's no tomorrow and never hold regrets, so don't hold your breath. Yeah, I never hold regrets, don't hold your breath, yeah. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'm actually, these days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. Sometimes I wonder if we're on the right path, because if time is money, we're backwards in math. But there's something about my staff I can't put my finger on. Even when they're gone, the feeling lingers on. Before I know it, right to the break of dawn. We got this belief that won't let us stop. Anyone that's heard us know we're going to the top, but we're not there yet. It's not a sure bet. No matter how this is, I got no regrets. The first time I heard myself was on the net. People can't wait to see me on their TV sets. I got dreams of jets and feeding my family. Could this be preposterous? Thoughts about Grammys? What if it's not my fate, even though I flow uncanny? Am I supposed to force my way in? All guns blazing? Should I be selling drugs at the days in? Instead of writing verses at home on my days in? Now I'm in my living room pacing, joints and pacing. More than anything, I want this for my wife. More than anything, I want this for my family's life. To roll up a dice, I mean, it's all the chance. So I stay my battle stance, waiting to take over the lands. If you feel what I'm saying, please wave your hands. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty,
I was gonna break it up and burn it anyway and destroy it.
These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. I like the way the microphone looks upon this stand. I like the way the microphone feels inside my hand. It feels like I've finally been let out of my cage. To this microphone, I begin to let out my rage. People coming up to me, they're trying to say, you can't be an MC, so move out the way. But I step up, cause I always stand my ground. I would take a fucking bullet for this life I have found. Yeah, the ecstasy I get when I'm about to spit is like what you get from the shaman in the derelict. I don't treat my rhymes like a hoe treats a drip. Another dollar from another fucking dick. I've opened up my mind and I learned to use my heart. But this world was like a grinder, said he tearing me apart. But I'm like T-1000 molding back into one. Using this microphone like I'd use a gun. Shot so loud, heard from Newfoundland to DC. Flooding your mind with the wrecks from Gangrene. Taking over this underground scene. People screaming out CKRET. I know that I can make it if I only believe. Because living my life, it's like living a dream. I wake up tomorrow and things aren't what they seem. But I know that I can make it, I know that I'll succeed. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. These days I'm on empty, so don't fucking tempt me. I'ma make it there eventually. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. A little too harsh for me right now. Yeah, sometimes maybe I like that one. Priceless. I keep picking this up when they're sitting right here open, right in front of me.
Come around here and I'll make you feel right at home. From the couch to the floor, we'll be in the zone. Let's get it on till the dawn arises. Kissing in the midst of the prey horizon. Honeymoon chemistry is what I'm feeling from you. A honey breakfast in bed is something I can do for you. Need to mango from the tip of my tongue, and I can get it on. So baby, give me some, and I can give you some, and we can go from there.
I ain't listening to nobody complain about albums.
Let me walk the trail and watch the sunset and the moon and the bills get rocks by
the weed was very dry, and you wanted to be dry.
And the city can never be big, so baby, you can do your thing. And I can do my thing, the we can do our thing. Say, baby, you can do your thing, so do your thing. And I can do my thing, the we can do our thing. It's showtime, your time to shine. Escalating at a pace, got no time to be blind. I get it, got it good, you're doing what you shouldn't. Let me tell you, that you'll be misunderstood. I'm doing my thing, and you're doing yours. Making life happen and dreaming of the wars. You're dreaming of me, and I'm dreaming more tours. And I think it's very sexy when you show me your full force. Undress and caress and get the best of me. I can be your best friend if you let me see what you believe. Honestly, the perfect life could be that, honey, I'll support you in the front row seat. Then, baby, you can do your thing. And I can do a thing, the we can do a thing. Say, baby, you can do your thing, so do your thing. And I can do a thing, the we can do a thing. Baby, you can do your thing. And I can do a thing, the we can do a thing. Say, baby, you can do your thing, so do your thing. And I can do a thing, the we can do a thing.
Priceless. I don't know what they're thinking with some of this stuff.
angles, nothing got so much anger inside. It's like I'm constantly stressing, head exploding with power. I can't find the source, unrated the serial killer with open remorse. A psychopathic mentality with the patient brutality, enterprising the taste of self-escaping reality. With my feelings to hide, I'm digging deep into emotion, praying to God for forgiveness on the life of the soul. There's no escaping the pressure of living life to the fullest. I've been through my own wars, never been touched by no bullets. I use the mic as my weapon, everyone runs for cover. So sadistic and twisted that Satan must be my brother. Now you
Coffee, sugar, tobacco. I need all this.
Like I was Hannibal Lecter. Crypt people, the crypt peoples. Tales of the crypt people, complete insanity, straight up a whole story. See all the casualties reaching deep inside your soul. Trying to get a blessed tale from the crypt people, finishing in the right direction. Tales of the crypt people, complete insanity, straight up a whole story. See all the casualties reaching deep inside your soul. Trying to get a blessed tale from the crypt people, finishing in the right direction. I ought to be treated as a murderous MC. Never gonna go under siege, but we thieves in an elevated state. Taking over all your fake full of hate. But who wanna come and raise the crime, may be my victim. Roll up on all you kids and you're gonna end up going missing. So mission is plus when I go on the missions. It's be my ambition. Let's do a vision. Vision with that Mac attend, it'll spray you. Then lay you down while I go in and I slay you. Play around, this is not petty food. This is something that you can't even be smart petty fools. I'ma hunt you and I'ma bust you down. This is it. Ashes to dust, and the fucking kids keep coming up and this is straight foolery. I'ma take your bones and turn them into jewelry. Tales of the trick people, complete insanity, sinners of the whole story. Still the casualties reaching deep inside your soul. Trying to get a blessed tale from the trick people, put you in the right direction. Tales of the trick people, complete insanity, still of the whole story. Still the casualties reaching deep inside your soul. Trying to get a blessed tale from the trick people, put you in the right direction. Begin to dig deeper, all of your feelings are gone. Tales of the trick people conceal the way for too long. As I can camp on your story, the kind made up to get children creeping behind us and slowly hair on and I started twitching. I'm the nightmare of most. Damn if you will, all rebels don't check under your bed, just run and hide under the covers, make sure no parts exposed. I hear you breathing, the sound interrupt the flesh on your bones. Yeah, I'm a sucker for violence, feeling the warmth all around me. Bet you wish it was good. This is fucking reality, yeah, I'm covered in blood. From my head to my feet, as I slowly absorb, but your soul is not mine. I beat, got inside and torn, away from no innocence. Put it up to the people, this is a substance place. Like demons, the crypt keeper. The few stories, see all the casualties reaching deep inside your soul. Trying to get a blessed tale from the crypt people, put you in the right direction. Tales of the crypt people, complete insanity, straight of a whole story. See all the casualties reaching deep inside your soul. Trying to get a blessed tale from the crypt people, put you in the right direction.
I got a lifetime fever. I don't gotta spit up the cross and still eat it. I got a lifetime fever. I don't gotta spit up the cross and still eat it. I got a lifetime fever. I don't gotta spit up the cross and still eat it. 38 revolver flow, 38 revolver flow, 38 revolver flow is hard to trace as well.
Whip it real hard. In the kitchen, whipping up that brick into real hard. Bitch, I hustle real hard. Bitch, you hustle real smart. Bitch, you hustle once a week. Bitch, I flipping Rick Ross. Whip it real hard. In the kitchen, whipping up that brick into real hard. Bitch, I hustle real hard. Bitch, you hustle real smart. Bitch, you hustle once a week. Bitch, I flipping Rick Ross every day. Grinding hard, grinding big, you grinding small. 38 revolver, blow fucking hoe. Working with this fucking hoe. I be on my fucking shit. Roll like a revolver, take 6 shots, you dead, ain't need a clip.
I got a lifetime fever. I don't gotta spit up the cross and still eat it. I got a lifetime fever. I don't gotta spit up the cross and still eat it. I got a lifetime fever. I don't gotta spit up the cross and still eat it.
Quiet. Real G's don't talk much. Never lie and won't hesitate to pop one.
Got hollows by the bag, try to stop one. Fuck around and catch a hot one from a shotgun. I'm a hot one, what your bitch say? Flow hard, stay sharper than a switchblade. You the bitch made, man I make bitches. Triple R, I ain't fucking with no fake bitches. Real recognize, get money and I'll bring it back to the hood. Ask me how I'm doing, probably tell you real good. But I ain't stopping till I'm fucking gripping Ben's wood. And I ain't stopping till I'm fucking bitches in my penthouse. One Lambo, one Rari, chillin' at the penthouse. And a deal locked up, better free the homie bitches call me Sam, cause I got that Desert Eagle on me.
I got a lifetime fever. Gotta spit on my cross and still need you. I got a lifetime fever. Gotta spit on my cross and still need you. I got a lifetime fever. Gotta spit on my cross and still need you.
Who's got this shit all locked? It's your boy Abstract. Let me give you the facts and set the pace for you to follow. Decapitating MC is like Sleepy in the mirror, what do you see in your reflection? Cause in mine, all I can see is perfection. Burning up the boot, can see the tan of perfection. No contesting, beating all competitors. Best jump back, man, my backhand's like Federer's. Keep the ball cracking, bro. Continue talking smack, then y'all have to cause a racket. Call me John McEnroe, a legend in the making, on my way to the top. Y'all below me can blow me, I do it for hip-hop. You think I'm stopping now? Then you are missing. Bring the lightning when I'm writing. Can you hear the storm now? Who's this here? What's that hot? Coming for that #1 spot. Please move aside. Wait, just a warning, I could do this all day. Who's this here? What's that hot? Coming for that #1 spot. Please move aside. Wait, just a warning, I could do this all day. Through the door, make sure everybody sees me. Jaws hit the floor cause I do it so steezy. Please believe me, it ain't science fiction. I'm a heavyweight in this ring. Try to step to my division. This shit is here, so I love that. Sky like the clouds, son. And everybody loves it like a late night McDonald's run. Yeah, ain't been shitting like the Windy City, but I ball on them like Derrick Rose. Damn, silly. Oh no, wait, is he really? Fucking bites, I'm ill. Can someone stop the Philly? Cause I'm about to spill all my emotions. Cause hip-hop is my devotion. Even boys making noise. Causing all that commotion. What? Who's this here? That hot? Coming for that #1 spot. Please move aside. In the way. Just a warning, I could do this all day. Who's this here? That hot? Coming for that #1 spot. Please move aside. In the way. Just a warning, I could do this all day. Oh, now he's back for another one. Dropping bombs on these tracks like Osama, son. Can you feel the heat? It can't be extinguished. Don't go to the dome and my heat is my lyrics. They got the same effect. Everyone knows the floor and they hear it. Uplifting the spirits, got them reaching for the heavens. Told you once before that I do this 24/7. Always repping for my city. I got you set your tune. You know the flow's hot like 2 in the afternoon. On the real scorcher, it's beat torture. Yeah, the heat's affecting the way that I speak, sorta. Not saying I'm the best, but yo, you can't forget that. You better get back, cause you know it's abstract. Illmatic on the beat, and you know that it's a rap. Find us at the finish line, whether first you finish last. This here, that hot.
I could easily have another one, but I have to go where the money is, and then come back where the coffee is. And I need a coffee to do this.
Coming for that #1 spot. Please move aside. In the way. Just a warning, I can do this all day.
Get a few showers and be on good afternoon.
High 5 degrees. What? High 5 degrees.
These guys in downtown Toronto, 680 News.
What's this high 5 shit? You're saying high five on the damn radio. I can't high five your ass on the radio.
To address the coronavirus outbreak in Canada.
Moving forward in a way that keeps Canadians safe and keeps our economy rolling. That's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who says the new cabinet committee is focused on coordinating action around this outbreak from our healthcare system to our economy. The committee is being chaired by Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland, and includes the Ministers of Health, Finance, and Public Stay Safe. There's a lot of misinformation circulating online. We need to make sure that people make the right decisions.
I haven't seen nothing except official fucking reports of how bad this shit is. I haven't seen anybody try to make up shit about it, because what's there to make up? I saw the video of the woman eating the bat.
This is
That's not good.
California, where the state is reporting its first death from COVID-19, raising the death toll in the United States down to 11. Health officials say the victim was a passenger on board the Grand Princess cruise ship. Meantime, here in Canada, as expected, the Bank of Canada is cutting interest rates, following in the footsteps of the U.S.
Wait, this person was on a cruise. Is this the cruise? You fucking let them out of quarantine?
Senator Chris Husker. No one would have expected this a couple of months ago. Bank of Canada Governor Stephen Poloz has been resisting the urge to cut interest rates, despite the fact other countries were doing it. And in part, it's because Canada's household debt is near record highs. Avery Schenfeld is chief economist at CIBC.
Sometimes you have to take a medication that has a negative side effect in order to help save the patient. So while it may be true that a few people will be tempted again to borrow a little more than they ought to, there's still lots of Canadians with room to borrow and spend.
Oh, that makes it okay. You can still borrow some more, so it's okay.
This is All News Radio 680 News. Imagine getting up in the morning, having a coffee, and walking to your car only to find it vandalized in your underground garage. That's what happened today to more than 20 residents at an East York apartment building here, 680's Mama Qureshi.
It's certainly not the news residents here at 100 Gamble Avenue wanted to wake up to, finding out 22 different vehicles in the underground parking lot were vandalized and broken into overnight.
They busted the windows and then they went through everything, glove compartment, armrest, trunk, back seats.
Murat says his window was smashed in, and what's frustrating for him and other residents of this building is this is the second time this has happened in just the last few months.
Everybody is paying a certain fee to have their car parked on the ground, you know, so we do expect a lot more security to see what's going on around here, because it's not the first time this happened.
Police do have security and dash cam video of the person they believe is responsible. You're Peyton Cosburn, I'm Mama Qureshi.
This is 680 News. Plategate isn't going away at Queen's Park. NDP leader Andrea Horwath wants the Auditor General to do some digging to find out exactly how much the new plates are costing you, the taxpayer. Horwath has sent a letter to Bonnie Lysyk to investigate what she calls the chaotic rollout of the new blue plates. The government has signed a non-disclosure agreement with plate maker 3M. Horwath calls that concerning and says Ontarians deserve to know what went wrong. She wants the Auditor General to review all costs related to the production and replacement of the defective plates and the non-disclosure agreement.
The Ford government's ongoing dispute with the province's teachers. Again, the focus at Queen's Park today, with the opposition coming out swinging against the Education Minister. 680's Alex Bloomfield joins us live with the latest from Question Period. Alex.
Yeah, that's right, James. Opposition leader Andrea Horwath calling out the province's negotiating tactics after union heads claimed they had not heard about the class size e-learning concessions until yesterday's public announcement.
The fact is, this government has made a mess of our education system and won't fix it with hastily arranged press conferences.
But Education Minister Stephen Lecce disputing that claim. There are 24 down this table, but what matters is at each of the tables, we've communicated, socialized, and been transparent about our intention on classroom size. Lecce adding another demand ahead of planned walkouts tomorrow by all English, Catholic, and some French and public high school teachers. The union should cancel their strikes. The Ford government believes its changes should allow for negotiations to resume on all four unions, but right now only one is at the table. Reporting live, I'm Alex Bloomfield.
This is 680 News. It's already been a year now since Alex Trebek made a difficult announcement telling the world he's been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. He made another announcement today updating his current health situation. 680's Cam Dora joins us live with that. Cam.
So, Jan, Alex Trebek has spent his career dealing with facts. So it comes as no surprise that he held nothing back
when he announced just how difficult this year has been.
I'd be lying if I said the journey had been an easy one. There were some good days, but a lot of not so good days. I joked with friends that the cancer won't kill me, the chemo treatments will.
He said he battled depression and wondered if it was
He said it. He said it. The cancer won't kill me. The chemo treatments will. He said it. The cancer won't kill me. The chemo treatments will.
Survival rate for the second year of this type of cancer, but the Southern native is staying positive.
You know, my oncologist tried to cheer me up the other day. He said he was certain that 1 year from now, the two of us would be sitting in his office celebrating my 2nd anniversary of survival.
The full video can be found on our website at 680news.com. Reporting live on Cam Dorrance.
Weather forecast you can bank on, because if we're off by more than 3 degrees,
You can win our growing cash jackpot. The 680 News Weather Guarantee. Enter online at 680news.com.
In ancient times, aka 5 years ago, on-demand meant movies. Now, there's on-demand for everything. Your customers are getting it all delivered instantly. Groceries, casinos, even puppy parties. Adyen is the single payments platform that makes it simple for your business to deliver Connect. Adyen delivers in a pinch. Visit adyen.com to learn more.
$5 bills to the fucking all
Business, no boundaries. Streets was been overly backed up at Thornhill Park because of the collision. Emergency crews are on scene, and delays on Jarvis both ways from the Esplanade to Queen because of construction.
City Streets was brought to you by Don Valley North Toyota, the dealership that powers 680 News reporters. Check out their 50-vehicle showroom. Not a bad place to get lost. Don Valley North Toyota, Steeles, just east of the 404.
Now, the 680 News gas price update. MPro predicting the price will not change at midnight. We should stay at just under $1.08 a liter. Traffic and weather together next.
680 News Time 240.
Starting Thursday, March 5th, it's the Staples Scratch and Save sale.
You just fucked this up. Your connection is unstable. You know what? Fuck it. So there's that one last track that nobody heard but me. Okay. I got shit to fucking do. I gotta fucking go in a big circle to get a car. The coffee is right there. I can get to the coffee in about 90 seconds. I gotta go get money. Motherfuckers.